Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Let's continue. Right, so let's go and meet with the Brotherhood.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Right. One of the perks of having Veronica in your team is that it gives you easy access to the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. Hi there.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here.
Uh-huh.
I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack.
Good.
Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the second level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos. Get up.
Still in the dark, yeah. Right. We have access to Brotherhood Steel bunker, so might as well. Might as well. Well, let's go first with Lorenzo.
You're being watched, so don't get any ideas.
Uh-huh.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
Oh, it's you, Veronica.
Morning.
Hi. Oh, there you are.
You're the one with that robot. I was hoping you'd bring him my way. Pretty impressive piece of hardware. I can't say that I've seen anything quite like him before.
I heard some information from its logs. Sounds like it is carrying some enclave data.
Really? What kind of logs? What kind of data does he have on it?
The log spoke about enclave duraframe research and Poseidon energy research.
Did you say Poseidon energy? I've been researching some Poseidon projects here. Do you think you could leave your robot with me for a few days? I have some materials that I can use to upgrade his armor while he's here.
I'll have to think this more.
Okay, but I'd really like to take a look at him. Remember, I'll be able to give his armor some extra plating while I've got him here.
Right. Do we want to see the overseer now? I guess because we have that. We might as well.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure, why not?
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I think I already found one of your patrols. Both paladins were dead.
While that is disheartening news, there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive.
Surely there are people better suited to look for them than me.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
Alright, I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Right. Well, that's it then.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Name's Harden. I'm the head paladin of this chapter. I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
And I suppose you would nominate yourself?
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path. Just assume leadership.
What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
Have you tried bringing this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
And how do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
So what do I get out of helping you?
If I become elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. When that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough?
Well, how can I trust that you will still an ally? You might later turn against me. But I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me. We'll move from there. What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Well, Elder has me looking for the lost patrols and retrieving their mission discs.
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know.
Well, I think we already know what he thinks of the lockdown. He doesn't like it. He wants it lifted. What would he do if we made me elder? Well, he already told us he would start sending patrols out again and quote, make the Brotherhood strong again. So, why do you dislike McNamara so much?
It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost? Later.
Time for me to go. Well, suppose the data store is just here, so...
You're being watched, so don't get any ideas.
Hey, do you want a bullet to your head? If so, keep up that attitude.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
I've had better.
You and me both. The Elder wants this data store operational pronto, but it doesn't look like the damn thing will be working anytime soon.
Why is that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
A virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Can the virus files be partitioned so read access is only provided by the kernel Administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
It would, yes. So what do I need to do?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Hello, outsider.
Morning.
The virus just jumped. Hmm? Oh, it's you, Veronica. Ten seconds.
Yeah. I haven't been able to find a single one. Well, that's at least one.
Damn, it's jumped. I thought we might have had it that time. Did you want to try isolating the virus?
Yes.
All right. I'll monitor when it jumps. When I give the signal, start checking terminals.
How may I assist you?
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to. That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
So what kind of information is in the data store?
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
Okay. So how do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Well, now that the data store is fixed, what do you think of Harding trying to get McNamara dismissed?
I I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
I see.
Later.
Later. Okay, that's right. Right away. Oh, that's just a decoration.
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
What happens if I hack this? Obviously, I lost karma, but what else? Wondering. Could be an ing word if there. No, it can't be capturing. Not west. No. No. Yeah, not capturing ice. No, can't be. No. No, not can't be converted. Could be pointers. Okay, journal entry number 01. It's been a hard day. I think I lost more than twice as many as I saved. At a guess, I'd say we've lost a little over half of our number, and all for some broken down solar energy station that barely works. I think if Elder Elijah hadn't gone missing, I might have refused to treat him. Would have served the prick right. Edit. God, I haven't looked over these in a while. I remember writing this like it was yesterday. Who would imagine I'd spent the next few years of my life trapped underground? Nothing much to report this week, just a few cases of mild respiratory problems. Come to think of it, there were a number of respiratory problems last week too. I should talk to Lorenzo, maybe something's breaking down. Damn that Taggart. I got stuck scheduling the junior scribes experiments again. It's bad enough that we're stuck down here with one another, but of all the Brotherhood scribes in the waste, I get stuck with lecherous scatterbrain for a boss. Perhaps Harding is right. Maybe it is time for change.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. I'm Linda Schuller. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
So, you're a doctor?
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee. Normally, I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise.
You mentioned you had other duties?
I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name. I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings. But for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her.
Why not tell on him?
Oh, I tried. The Elder listened patiently to my carefully constructed argument regarding why the buffoon should lose his position. Then he just as patiently explained to me that Taggart's work was vital to our cause, and that he wasn't to be trifled with lesser matters. But vital to our cause? Hardly.
Right. I need to go.
Bye.
Okay, good. That guy is there.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Well, first, show me what you got. Then you can tell me about your grievances.
Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
Okay. 45. Greased lightning. So probably a unique. That's probably a unique variant of the displacer glove. Tri-beam laser rifle. Thermograms. Riot shotgun. Dual gauge. Combat armor and ammunition. So, anything I can help you with?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer.
I could look around for the pistol.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Right. Hi there.
Welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
I'm allowed to use the range?
Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your own weapons and ammo.
Of course. So, do you know anything about a weapon that's gone missing?
Torres must be getting desperate if she's accepting help on this one. I'll tell you what I told her. My records show that Initiate Stanton was the last to check it out, but checked it back in a day later.
Right.
Bye.
Well, if you checked it back, stands to reason. The gun should,
Hey.
Hi. The gun should be, obviously, back in the storage. Well, since he clearly was the last person to see the gun, or at least the last person we know. Okay. Stanton here. There you are.
Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm trying to help Torres find a missing laser pistol. Have you seen it around?
No, no idea. Sorry. Yes, can I help you?
But you were the last one to check out the missing laser pistol, right?
Oh, man. I told Watkins this wasn't going to work. Look, Watkins and I snuck out one day. Said it'd be a training exercise. Said she heard from a guy on one of the patrols that there was a gulch just southeast of here with scorpions in it, and that we had to check it out. There were scorpions out there, all right. We started using them for target practice. Before we knew it, damn things were all around us. So we made a run for it, and in all the commotion, I dropped my pistol. Watkins keeps urging me to go back and get it, but that's not going to happen. You can go outside, though, can't you? You can return the pistol to Torres and clear this whole thing up for me.
But wait, why do the records show that the gun was turned back in?
Oh, I sort of altered the records after we got back. That was Watkins' idea, too. That girl is nothing but trouble. Still, I haven't been exiled yet, or worse, assigned to latrine cleaning duty. But I will if you don't help me find that gun.
Or can I just get you another laser pistol?
No. Weapon checking protocol includes verifying the serial number of the weapon, so a different gun would be noticed. Plus, having a new gun suddenly show up would immediately point to you, being the only outsider around here. No. The only way I have out of this is if you help me find that gun. You'll help me, right?
I mean, Veronica goes outside, all the time. Who says that, she couldn't have brought a new gun here? But fine, I'll fight the gun for you.
Great. When you find it, just turn it into Torres and I'll be in the clear.
Right. Well, Torres did promise a reward for the missing gun, so I suppose that's enough of motivation to go and find it. But let's have a little chat with oh yeah.
Yourself this time, Veronica.
Yeah, not Ramon, Remus. It's not Razor Ramon, it's Paladin Remus.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So, you're the head of security.
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
So what exactly are the rules regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
Okay, I had some other questions.
Fine by me.
Now, tell me, what would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So you've been talking to Harden, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
So tell me, what happened at Helios?
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who is Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
All right, well, I need to go.
Bye.
Right. All right. Again. Well, it's okay. 13:04. Okay, it's still afternoon. Right. Let's go. Yeah. Wait. Is this? Well.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... Ah, screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
I'm like level 28. I don't think I've had this. I don't think I've ever had this encounter like this late in the game. Because like most of the time, quite literally, this guy will chase after you like when you're, level 1, 2, 3. Why were you following me?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
So what's so special about these caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
So what kind of treasure are we talking about?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
So we're gonna find more of these caps.
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
You mentioned someone named Festus. Who's that?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
I suppose you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Alright, thanks for the info.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already. Huh? You want to talk some more?
Let's do trading.
Oh, that's right. Here, let me show you what I've got on hand.
Yeah, he's got like 6 of them, so... and I get... Oh wait, no. This isn't the money that I paid for the bullets, so... Well... Dead Prospector, huh? Bark Scorpion Hunter, huh? Oh, even he's got a star cap. How many do I have? Do I already have more than 50? Or not the items miscellaneous, yeah. So, Sunset Sarsaparilla. Okay, 49, so one short. Right, this well, this will get plenty of poison glands from these. I mean, that's something, right? Bug Stomper, yeah. That Prospector. Authority classes. Wasteland, huh? Yeah, that's Helios 1. Gibson Shack, yeah. Right. Yeah, maybe we'll send some stuff to maybe Good Springs, yeah. We'll use the postal services. Dr. Ada Strauss. Merchants here.
Hey there. Need anything?
Yeah,
Sure. Here's what I got.
let's see. Hmm. I mean, might as well. So Cigarettes, yeah. Pack of cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah. Ship to Good Springs, yeah. Well, let's see, at least the 9mm pistol can go there. Yeah, the regular plasma rifle can go there. And at least the poison glands, earnings clipboard, rats, scorpion glands, yeah. And to this safe we'll stash Lucky and the unique variant of the plasma rifle, the Q35 Matter Modulator. Let's see. Right. Freeside North Gate. Sure. Alright. Is there gonna be a king who wants to give me stuff? There you are.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
9 bottle caps. Generous.
Evening.
Hi. Oh no, you're just a doctor. A doctor. You're April. But if I sit down, can I have a conversation with you? Good.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot.
Well, why don't you want the Brotherhood to have it?
The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves and using what they find to protect themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent. I have no doubt that they plan to use the data for weapons research.
So, what would you like it for?
I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood.
So, what are you going to do with it?
First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work.
Right. So, we have a choice to make. If we give it to the followers, they will basically upgrade ED's weapons. If we give it to the Brotherhood of Steel, they will upgrade his armor, so it makes him tougher. Now, with the casual mode, obviously, it doesn't really since companions are in casual mode, companions cannot die. If they take too much damage, they fall unconscious, and then a little later they will wake up. So arguably, especially with the casual mode, getting an upgraded weapon system is much more useful. So okay, you can take it for a little while.
Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
Right. Well, sure. Well, sleep until morning, yeah.
Morning.
Right. So I think we'll stop for now. When we come back, more Fallout. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.